reason the hot sauce guy got me this time. I don't think I bought hot sauce there before.
You haven't.
Okay. Anyway, it's one of those, they let you try everything, and of course, yeah. But so let's just go ahead and talk about the signing. We prepared a little more this time. So one of the videos I watched, they told me to they had a suggestion about testing the markers that you wanted to use out on like a pop protector. And I know we were getting some NECAs signed and same type of material, I'd say. So we gave it a try. And basically just wrote down what type of pen it was. And, you could see the color. That way you could kind of get an idea what it was going to look like. This really helped.
Yeah.
Peyton and the beautiful camera lady, they're both artists. So I am definitely one of those, I need to see it first type of deal. I haven't had the best of luck with markers, I think. But this definitely helped. And we even tried it out on like a photo too, so we could kind of see what some of the colors were. But I'm just throwing that idea out there because it helped me out. So, all right. I would say this time they definitely had some people that I would call horror icons.
Yes.
Okay. So, let's see. Let's just do one of them for sure. Would be Doug Bradley, who played Pinhead. Even though rumor has it he doesn't like it being called Pinhead. Like the cast and crew came up with that for some reason. But we had him sign a NECA. Yep. And we went with the blue Deco. This was an awesome pen. And supposedly Doug's an artist himself. But we went with the quote of, "We'll tear your soul apart." Thought this one probably came out the best of the NECAs. I mean, they all look good, but this one, the blue, was really cool. Okay, so interesting thing in Doug's line. So that morning, first of all, Friday morning, he did a video, and you got to hear his, he's English, and you got to hear his voice, which is kind of funny if you've never heard his voice before. But basically say, hey, come out and see me. I'm going to be signing autographs and everything. But when we got there, and his line was definitely one of the longer ones. And this person used this word. I did not use this word type of deal. So don't cancel culture me. But they referred to themselves as a drag queen. And this was a very large drag queen. But the funniest part was, I don't know exactly what they were saying to Doug, but the man was belly laughing. Like you could hear him from probably about anywhere in the signing area. I have no idea what he was laughing at. I don't know if he has a huge following in this area or whatever, but the guy was cracking up. So we were shortly after that. And that person made me look small. I mean, this was a large individual. But when we got up there, I figured Doug's probably always in a pretty good mood. He seemed like a laid-back guy. Nice guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't look anything like Pinhead, did you think?
No, he does not look like Pinhead.
But, good dude. We took a picture for him. Of course, I'll put pictures up. But he was, I would say, definitely this is like on my bucket list type of deal. Mm-hmm. So you still have not seen any of the Hellraiser movies, which is okay. I think, honestly, if you get a little bit older, you might even understand them better. They're
like, the first understand why people are dying?
The first one's so dark. And it's definitely, I hate to say it, like adult material type of deal. So anyway.
And now you care about adult material.
Yeah. So, okay. So there was one of the true icons that we got to meet. Let's see. Let's go with Quinn Lord next. So we got a couple items signed by Quinn. The first one was the NECA. And we went with the orange deco. You're going to see a trend here. Peyton, if you want to open that one up, I'll get the other item out that we got signed.
Why do you torture me?
Yeah. So I think he has a pretty cool signature. And Peyton, tell us about Quinn. Was he a quiet guy?
Yeah, he was very quiet, but he was still super nice. And he was like drawing something on his like. Okay, so like all of them when you get there, they have like these tester sheets that usually they test the markers on before they write their signature down. And he was drawing like this, like, I don't know what he was drawing. It just looked really cool.
So, we were torn on the 11 by 17 because we didn't have one. Peyton has like an 8 by 10 in her room that we got in one of our Black Friday that he had signed. But we wound up, and we asked him what color he recommended because you and I couldn't really decide.
I said black.
You did say black. You did say black. I wasn't sure. And he told us he usually signs these in black, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, totally his ideal. I think it looks great. There's still plenty of room to add people. This is just getting started for us type of deal. But I love the NECA. I think the orange came out really good. Again, it's another character that doesn't talk.
Yeah.
So there's not really a quote. I had seen him put down like always check your candy, but we decided not to go with anything like that. But quiet dude.
Yeah.
But nice guy. And seems like his handlers were kind of like he had his own people. He didn't have like someone assigned to him or whatever. But yeah. But yeah, that one was easy. Cake. Okay. So let's move on here. Let's see. I'll let you hold on to that, Miss Peyton. And I'll go over this way. Let's talk Terrifier. Okay. So we met two ladies from Terrifier. And this is the Terrifier 1 or the original, if you want to call it. Let's see here. I want to make sure I don't butcher these. But we met Jenna Cannell, who played Tara. Wonderfully nice. Oh, man. So sweet. Beautiful smile. She's the one, Peyton, that had the...
I know. And the little blue tattoo. She had 2 blue lines that were tattooed on her nose.
Okay, but she had the head shaved, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but so nice.
She talked to me a lot.
Yeah. So the other lady, and this is the one I'll probably get wrong, was Catherine Corcoran, who she was the one that wasn't there Friday night, right?
Yes.
And by the way, I believe she played Dawn in the movie.
Is this hers?
Yeah, that's her there. Also very nice, and they were right next to each other.
Yeah.
So when we went back Saturday, they were like, they totally like took their breaks together, and you could tell they were probably like really good friends type of deal. But also very nice, very sweet. Yeah. Tell you, both of them took their time talking to you. By the way, the signature. So this one was. I have no idea what David signed in. But they both had this T5 marker. And we went with it. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, would you say it matches?
Kind of. These are brighter than this one for sure. But
yeah, that's what I was thinking about. But they came out pretty good. It's just not as dark as I'd like for it to be.
Yeah.
But it's still good.
Do you remember what she said when she was writing her signature?
No.
She said that she put it on his head because that's where she got hit at.
Oh, yes. And so she took a shot at him, too. Probably saying that...
Oh, yeah, because, like, he was talking about how the marker didn't come out how he wanted it to, and then he said, "Well, knowing David, it was probably
BS type of deal." Yeah, they were both they both talked to both of us, not just one of us or whatever. And I kind of let Peyton take the lead anyway, kind of hand over everything, but
made me pay."
Yeah.
No. Okay.
definitely.
Even though you've never seen it.
Okay. Well.
And I told her I'm willing to let her watch this one. Man, that might be the most gruesome death scene that she will have seen. I'm not sure. I'm sure she'll tell me.
Even worse than Abigail?
It's
People literally
it's close.
exploded.
I know it's close.
Different.
It's different. Yeah, different's a good way to put it. So up next, let's talk Reanimator.
Yeah.
Okay, so this I would say, up first. The first out of the two that they had there was Barbara Crampton. And out of all the people that we spoke to, and I didn't expect this, but Barbara talked to us the most. What was funny is she asked if Peyton had seen the movie. And she hasn't. And then she asked how old she was. And she said, okay, she probably needs to wait till she's like 20
Oh.
to see the movie. Which was interesting because...
She said her own kids haven't even seen it.
Well, I think they were just older type of deal. Like they had to wait till they were older. Oh, speaking of which,
Yeah.
was it Jenna or was it Catherine that said her parents, that she wouldn't let her parents watch the movie?
That was Catherine.
Was it Catherine?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember which
She was
one.
saying that her parents got to a scene and then she was like,
Yeah.
okay, we're gonna stop there.
Yeah, they got to the part at the diner, the pizza place, whatever you want to call it, and that's like all she let them watch, which I thought was really interesting. But if it was Catherine, that makes more sense, and you'll figure that out when we
wait, didn't
watch
she
it.
like sit on his lap or something?
Well, yeah, but that's not even near the bad part.
You know what? Like he's kind of a cutie, so like.
So anyway, but Barbara by far talked to us the most. Nice lady. If you'll notice, I didn't have her put her character name because you can actually read her signature.
Yeah.
And then we moved on to Jeffrey Combs, who you got any of that in there?
Yep. Totally.
But he did include
J.
character name
Oops.
Herbert West. Oh, by the way, we went with. This is funny. Peyton and I were looking at these markers. As far as we can tell, they don't put the color on these markers anywhere. But this is the deco that we went with on this one. It seems like they had some markers there, but again, we had tested kind of everything out to see what would go. I thought this one came out great. I really wish that they were missing. I can never think of this guy's name. It's Bruce Abbott, and I really wish he would have been there. It's one of the big anniversaries for this movie, and usually the three of them are together, but he wasn't there. But still, totally awesome for me to meet him. This is one of my favorites. Growing up, it's different. It's kind of humorous.
This
type
one,
of
you
deal.
say that about like every movie.
Well, and we had asked, so Barbara asked us what our favorite franchise was, right? And I told her, of course, I like
Killer
Halloween.
Clowns.
Yeah, and then I brought up Killer Clowns. And she's telling us how her and Suzanne Snyder are really good friends. And I told her, we haven't met her yet, but I had her signature, and we were both talking about how her signature is like really, really nice. It's another one of those you can read. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense that they hang out together. Yeah, type of deal. All right. You want to talk about Skeet?
Yeah.
All right. So Skeet, when we got there and got in, and we're waiting in line, and we make a mad dash to see him first.
Well, because we thought his line was already going to be like super long.
Right. And I would say he was very happy to see a craft poster.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a quiet guy too.
Yes.
But he was like, oh, cool. And
I think he's tired of seeing everything scream.
Peyton was telling him how nervous she was to meet him.
Okay, not exactly. I just said this is nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking. And he's like, why? You know, like, no big deal. Just cool, totally laid-back guy. And I said, because she's such a big fan. He goes, oh, okay. And I said, I'm a big fan too. And he's like, yeah, whatever. And but he's a cool guy. We went with black Sharpie paint pen because I know that's what we started with, and definitely matches, right?
Yes.
Looks good. We're still, of course, tracking down Robin and Feruza.
Feruza doesn't like to travel though.
I know, but we're gonna find them. That doesn't mean that she doesn't do.
That doesn't sound creepy at all.
No, that she still does signings. So she just doesn't do a lot of them. But Robin's been doing some, so we'll find them. This is one that I want to finish. I don't know if I want any more than just those two, but yeah. So
You might be able to find her at some other ones other than horror because
Yeah.
she did.
yeah, she's been doing like '90s cons and stuff. So yeah, she's been a lot of stuff.
The Mentalist is one of my favorite of hers.
Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to. Okay, all right. We did get to meet from Halloween '78. He played Michael Myers, the young Michael Myers, and I believe,
Age 6.
yeah, he writes it on there for you. I believe you say it Will Sandin. Again, I apologize for butchering people's names. It's what I do. But that's why I really wish Abigail was in these videos. I'd just let her pronounce them.
First
But,
two letters?
yes.
Assumes.
All these are Sharpie paint pen. Again, Nick and John went fine point. Everybody else has been this medium point. And I still think it's matching pretty good. Still tracking people down. And not close to finish, but it's getting there. There's at least 4 or 5 more people I'd like to add.
Oh, where
Yeah.
at? Here?
I know, but it's gonna have to start. So my dream is to have Jamie Lee sign on the knife.
Okay, that's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea. But don't worry, we still got room to work with. I mean, the orange can go.
Gotta find her book signings.
Yeah, we'll get there. Okay. So speaking of the original Halloween, we have one more signer to talk about,
Yes.
and probably one of the nicest people that we met. It seems like all of them want to ask you, like where you're from, which is kind of funny because sometimes when it involves Oklahoma, the town names will totally throw people for a loop. Anyway, but we finally met Nick Castle. Yes. Who of course played Michael Myers in the original. Added him to our last trilogy type of deal. Man, he was awesome. He's like, where do you want me to put this at? And I'm like, I was kind of hoping somewhere up here, and he's very careful, like where he signs everything. Really nice guy. Another
really-
one of those.
He really liked the poster too. He's like, this
Yeah.
is a really cool poster.
Yeah. Again, I think if they see different stuff, and man, as far as like people bringing stuff to sign, that was the most rolled.
There was also
Posters.
people with like these massive posters of like the person's just their face.
Yeah, it was man, that was like, but the most large posters, like original size movie posters type of deal. The 27 by 42, whatever that is. But man, he was such a nice guy. So I'm gonna put a picture up too because I got a item signed for one of my buddies out at work, and to do just man, he was cool. But of course, we did another NECA. Again, we went with the orange deco, same as Quinn.
Yeah.
Yep, came out great. I would love to add James Jude Courtney to this one because this is the 2018 Michael, but I thought this one looks great. This poster is really filling out nicely. There's still so many people I would like to add.
Yeah.
I don't know how the room's going to work on this, but we do have room. I mean, if Judy, we can get Judy. We got area for her.
So if we got Jamie, where would we be putting her? Because she's here and here, but
And up in the corner.
oh,
Right.
true.
Yeah, maybe up here, but would love to add this dude.
Who?
Just
Tim?
because he was in all three of them,
Yeah.
type of deal. And the boyfriend, I could never think of that dude's name.
I don't know. He's in like two of these other movies I watch, and like if we ever met him, I'd buy something with my own money for him to sign. That's not that.
Oh, okay, all right. And then this dude's like one of my favorites, the
Oh,
boyfriend's friend.
he's just
Yeah.
he's just silly.
Right, but he was really only in the first one.
Yeah.
Type of deal.
But he's funny and silly.
Yeah.
So like it'd be worth me.
Okay, so I don't believe I missed anything. Okay, we're definitely good there. I don't know if I would say this was my favorite, but it's got to be close for me just because I got to meet Nick Castle, and yeah, I mean I got to meet Michael Myers and Pinhead. I mean Doug Bradley, Nick Castle, those are huge names for me. Skeet, huge name for you.
Yes.
Yeah. All four of us were supposed to go, but we had a couple.
You little losers.
Yeah, bum out on us, and that's fine. Whatever. We'll see if we even buy tickets for everybody the next time. Peyton and I are just talking about
That'd be nice.
moving up to VIP because why spend money on people that aren't going to go, right?
Or like bum out on us. 'Cause,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's that. But Nightmare does an excellent job with these conventions. Organized. Once the lines start getting long, they brought out the line things for people to, they're still trying to keep the aisles clear where you could walk. More vendors, probably more vendors than they had before. It seems like more and more type of deal. But yeah, great show. Highly recommend them if you're in the area. They got another one coming up in the Tulsa area in November. Of course, we'll be there. We plan on being there. But as usual, if you enjoy the videos, Peyton,
You should like,
leave us a like. Good. If they like the videos, maybe they should
subscribe.
subscribe to the channel. Questions or comments, please leave them for us. We always get back to you.
He
And-
does.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just sit in my room.
it's usually me
Never
because
get informed
especially
about
if they're
anything.
strange, she doesn't want anything to do with that. I understand, but thanks for joining
Had
us,
some experiences.
and hopefully we'll see you the next time on Schultz Family Adventures.